Quavo come back. Quavo came out hot, dog, for the summer.
I mean, it's Quavo's future. It's a difficult matchup to beat. I think
There's a
Quavo is
couple that
ready
can though now.
I did see that, and I don't. We talked about the best tandems in hip hop right now. Once again, we starting to show with rap music. I think it's
Y'all
all
know what it
personal
is, man.
preference.
It's the pregame. Y'all know what it is. Let us know how our levels
think
sound on these microphones too, dog.
I definitely think it's personal preference because
Is Drake and somebody is the duo is Drake and somebody. Drake and 21, Drake and Future. Drake and Future, I don't know if they've missed, really. May not hit a grand slam, but it'd be a triple, be a double.
I'm going to tell you my personal favorite out of them is Don Toliver and Travis Scott. I think they make the most really
they complement Travis. They complement each other very well. Oh, you talking about that post? I was just talking about in general.
Yeah, well, the whole thing with the duos, it showed the different ones, and it's definitely. I mean, you can't go wrong with Kendrick and Baby Keem either. So everybody has.
They haven't missed either though.
No, well, I think it's really just personal preference. What do you like the most? And for me, Don Toliver and Travis Scott seem to be the guys who are. They're at the forefront of moving music. Drake and Future, or no, it's Drake and 21. They're very good, but it's not. To me, it's not as creative as Toliver and Travis right now.
I just think Travis. That's the Duke fatigue. That's tired of Duke, tired of the Spurs, tired of Drake and Future are always gonna be good, but you just get tired of like Drake is I mean, what, 13, 14 years in now. I mean, you hear a lot of Drake.
But if you look at everything right now, everybody is doing their best to emulate Travis. Except for, like, I feel like Don Toliver, even though I think he kind of came from, because, they got the Jack Boys thing, he came into that Travis lane, but he stands out with Travis because his sauce is different. Yeah. Travis is a little bit more rock and rollish to me, and Don Toliver is a little bit more R&B-ish, but it's a similar sound. They complement each other very well.
I hear you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 112 of the Splashcast, the pregame. Y'all know what it is. We get into happy, funny, and uplifting. Violent. That's what it is. Uplifting, funny, and violence. I don't think we have any violence today, though. Oh, yes, we do.
What? The first click will be violence. Well, it was violence that was trying to be peace. But also, once again, welcome to episode. Let's get into it, my friend.
Let's get into. Oh, I didn't set. Yes, I did. I thought I did that already. Let's get into it, man. So, let's start off with the violence of the pregame. So, this is a first in UFC. You know what I want to start this off with? I wish I had the soundbite. I'm probably gonna add it in. The little Instagram, TikTok soundbite. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation right here. For those that are listening, ESPN MMA posted where they basically had mixed martial arts this past weekend, and Chandler was facing Dumont, and Chandler, the lady with the cornrows that's running backwards, got hit so hard that she tried to run out of the ring. And they would not let her run out the ring.
Baby girl, it ain't nowhere to run. It's just you.
I turn this off so y'all can hear it.
And you want to be away from her real bad. We can all tell you want to be away from her. You want to be anywhere else.
Bow! Oh, he's gonna run back. She's getting pummeled. Boom! And then she run backwards.
Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. She everywhere. Punching like a wild spider monkey. She just punching you in your face.
Bow, there's a better angle. You know what it is,
okay,
though?
I want out. Stop playing. You all been there before. I'm gonna tell you when we were there as children. You was playing and y'all had a pillow fight, right? And it
Yep.
was all cool with the pillow fight until what happened? This region right here gets hit. Your nose start running, your eyes start running. You can't see nothing. You put your hand up and say, hey, I'm done. This lady ran like she was running to a base. She got to the corner and it was nothing but more fist over there.
And then look at her face. Nah, I'm gonna let this run back because I have to watch this every time. I have never seen in my life in MMA where somebody turned their whole back and ran into the corner and then got staggered when she turned around. And shout out, or maybe not shout out, depending on how you feel. Shout out to the ref for not stopping it, I guess.
Yeah, for me, I think you got to retire after this.
No, you got to make money. You viral. We are in the viral age. Yeah. Make money. Somebody else gonna pay you a lot of money to try to make you run away. Hell, you already did it now. You might as well get some money.
You need to go ahead and see if you can be a sprinter because you're a runner, you're a track star. No, you can't. You can't be the girl who just ran away mid punch out. And then, man, you have to know there's no place to run. Just fall down. You should have went fetal. This worst case scenario.
Yeah. I mean, that would be the end of the fight. Maybe she didn't want it to end.
Oh, I think she wanted it to end. I'm sure she did.
But why the next
dismay in her face, the way the speed in which she ran in the opposite direction, everything says
the speed in which she was getting pummeled.
Fight, and she was flight, not fight.
Chinese weather balloons. Chinese weather balloons. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just let y'all know these Chinese weather balloons, bruh. I don't know if it's the AK-47 balloon, whatever. Somebody don't like us, bruh. And it'll only be us, Shutting. Only be us. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in, bro. We appreciate y'all. So we just talked about a woman running. I'm sorry. It took us 5 minutes to get back, and I still ain't stopped laughing at this lady that was running away in the octagon. You know what you saw. Hold on, let me turn this off so I can't stop laughing. You know what you sign up for. You know what you sign up for when you fight, when you sign up for the octagon. When they lock you in that cage, somebody got to tap, submit, or be knocked out. You can't just run out there.
Run out.
All right, we back. All right. I'm composed. So before we left, our stream got hemmed up, dog, we are. Let me tell the world, because shout out to the fans too that was hitting us up saying, "Hey man, y'all streaming stuff." We are back. Just to let y'all know. I put this in the group multiple times. I said this before. I put this in the group multiple times, and I still don't understand it. It's equestrian, but with toy horses. And I kind of gave them, well, let's just let the video play, and I'll let you guys look at it. For those that are listening, just give us 17 seconds to watch this as we commentate of people running around on toy horses. And I'm going to give them some bail after this, but first we're going to play it. Here we go. She's prancing. Run. So they're running around on, y'all remember when you were real little, maybe your grandparents and parents were real little, because I don't remember getting one of these. But like with the horse. I
never had one of these.
It's the horse, the toy horse head that's on a broomstick, and you kind of act like you're riding a horse and you're a kid. I never had one of those. This is something that I remember seeing.
Too cool for this. I was
born after 1950. So that's who I remember seeing photos of having stuff like this. We had remote control cars. But anyway, so there's a competition where they ride these toy horses and run around. and prance
she
like they
did
are
jump
horses.
Now. That ain't no lie. I cannot do this right now. You ask me to jump this high over that, I am not gonna make
Can
it.
you do that? Can you
I'm
prance?
for sure not
Can you
gonna make
prance?
it.
Can you prance?
There'll never be a situation where I'll be confronted with the opportunity to do that. That will never happen in my existence.
Dog, and they do a lot of stuff. Like they have like, and we're not gonna go to the other videos, but they have like, it's like a whole horse show. Have you ever seen a horse show where they
There
prance?
ain't no horses. Ain't not now horse there, Reggie.
It's
not
a horse.
one singular horse.
Talk about the format. The format of the show is a horse show where they have like prancing, high jump, obstacle course, all that other stuff. They have it, but instead of riding horses, they're riding broomsticks with horse heads, and it's the funniest thing you'll ever see in life. Shut it. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see in life.
I feel like this sport is predicated for for one group, a subset of humans only, and by the crowd, I only see one group of people. Also,
the only other subset of people that you'll see will be adopted.
I'm going to tell y'all that if y'all enjoy this, and it looks by the galloping that this young lady is doing that she does, do not let black people join this. Because as soon as black people join this, y'all have to get this up. Y'all better hold on to this and pickleball for as long as you can. Because
I think this is safe though. I feel like this is safe. I don't know about pickleball,
but I like unsafe.
Like, what's another sport that's safe for? What's another sport that's safe for the whites? Monster truck shows. Like, that's all safe for the whites. Like, black, we don't do that. We're not known for that.
No. See, okay, so there's two different things there. Safe. This is not safe. This is running and jumping, not their skill set. This is a different type of running and jumping. So there is a lack of interest. But
I meant safe as in we not gonna join. We not.
Let me tell
this.
you right now. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you as a person with a small daughter, if this girl getting checks for this,
checks, where am I gonna find this competition?
That's not what I said, Reggie. Say this young lady's bringing in maybe $50,000 a year.
50? Come on, bro. If that's what 50 grand, they're not gonna let us play. You thinking she's making 50 grand and be only white people playing? No.
Hey, if this young lady is bringing 50 grand in, is this something you'd be interested in letting your daughter do?
Yeah, 50 grand.
Okay, then.
Is this something that they would be interested in letting my daughter do? Probably not.
No, because she gonna run, jump, and skip over everybody.
Probably not. But I mean, again, if y'all have a chance, y'all need to go. I don't even know what the name of this is.
If y'all want to keep it, I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
It's called Finnish Hobby Horse. It's Finland. Yeah, come on. Finnish Hobby Horses. It's in Finland. It is the Hobby Horse Championship. So that's what it's called. I was trying to find the name instead of calling it stick horse. It's called it's a hobby horse. So they act like
stick horse way better. Hobby horse sounds like there's a horse and a hobby. This is stick horse.
This is a hobby with no horse. That's false. Yeah. That's false advertisement. But so if you ever have a chance, just go look up Finnish stick horse Hobby Horse Championships.
No, finish, like not finish, like finished, complete. Do not do this again. Do not show this. This only belongs on TikTok.
It's funny though. It is funny. So,
wait. I know what part about this I'm missing is the people who fall. That is where I think that this could be gold. I would love to see little kids try to jump over this, just bust their ass. That will make my day every day and twice on Sundays. I will be locked in. We would show if y'all have any bloopers of stick horse, let us know.
You have to look up hobby horse. I'm sure you don't have them, so you have to look up hobby horse.
I respect your sport enough to call it the right thing. This is stick horse until proven otherwise. And any of the Finns that want to hold me to that, well, you know how to find me, bro.
Oh,
you can like, follow, subscribe.
What's up, DJ? Appreciate it.
Supports the Splashcast.
Thank you, DJ. We just that sound that you heard, if you heard that sound, was us getting a like and a follow on our live stream from Facebook and Twitch. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, it's Finnish stick horse. It's wild. So last week we finally talked about the Shannon and Skip breakup last week, and we tried to figure out who was going to be Shannon's replacement, and it's been noticeable because they have not been on TV, and of course Skip in his meantime has been addressing all of his haters, mainly Charles Barkley.
Now I do want to kind of predicate this with it's not unusual for them to take long breaks because when they work large blocks at a time. And once again, like me and Reggie tell you guys every week, this is the time to take a break because everybody seems to be on break, except for us because we're the realest podcast in the world and we don't stop.
Yeah, man, we don't stop. But we did say there were a few names that were floating out there. LaShawn McCoy was one. I could see LaShawn McCoy because he says what he wants to say, but I don't know, nor would you were skeptical of LaShawn because you didn't think he would be able to stand up next to Skip. Richard Sherman was another person that was mentioned, and he definitely can stand up to Skip. Matter of fact, he embarrassed Skip while he was on First Take.
Yeah, I think that for me, LaShawn is not analytical enough. And I think that as Skip
Then
has been known to have
unsupported
his
facts.
own,
Yeah.
yes, his own opinion and some of it based in fact and some of it based in Skip's made up ideas. You can't, I feel like if you have Shady making stuff up and Skip making stuff up, then the show becomes like filler and fluff because you're just making stuff up. That was one of the good things about Shannon was he was very, comedic in that, but very analytical in his thought process, his explanation. And please don't forget that Richard Sherman is a Stanford graduate. And yes, he holds himself in very high esteem on his intellectual abilities.
He be
And
kidding the
yeah, I think
dog.
that he would be an excellent.
And he's already with I think he's with Amazon now. He was with was it ESPN? He was with ESPN before, kind of like interning kind of. And then he got on Monday Night Football with Amazon. And Richard Sherman to me is the perfect blend of educated ratchetness. So like he's educated, he's gonna, like you said, he's very analytical in his thought process. But if you remember when he had the flashback of throwing the ball on fourth down instead of running the ball, and he was like, "Run the ball!" And like he he kind of kirked out. Everybody laughed at that. So he instead of comedic, he's more. His comedy
No,
is
he's
more
funny
like,
too.
his comedy is more like embarrassing you. Like Shannon is funny, like with the meme and the yak and I'm gonna pull my yak and bet the dude. Rich is like, bro, you dumb. Like he'll be like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I think that Shannon is way more personally endearing than Richard Sherman. And that is where I do think that it may get a little tricky because Richard Sherman ain't the most lovable, likable guy either. So now you have
Yeah,
Skip.
now you got two Skips.
Y-
Or
yes. I
long
mean,
thought,
this
Skip
is
is 72 now, 71, 72.
that,
Could be his
and I
exit
bring that up
strategy.
all the time.
Could
This is the guy. If you want to hand the show over to a guy, I think that he would be a fantastic, more in a heel role than where Shannon was more of a like he was a family. He was a person who you liked. You wanted to root for Shannon,
he was
and
up. Yeah.
yes, and you wanted to root for Shannon to root against Skip. I feel like Richard Sherman gonna say some crazy stuff too. Some
Yeah, you probably are gonna have to pair Richard Sherman. You're right. You're gonna have to pair Richard Sherman with somebody else. But I mean, as a TV executive, maybe there. I said this before. People kind of get tired of Skip. The Stephen A, the Shannon Sharp. Who else was it? Somebody else before him? He offends a lot of people, and a lot of co-hosts have left. Or have
I think
been
that's
sent.
I think that comes with doing business with Skip Bayless.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, that
He's
doesn't
gonna
change who he is. Though I'm saying,
yeah.
and Richard Sherman is gonna be just like that. So I do agree, man. I like it. I like it a lot.
And it's one of the ways for them to immediately turn the camera back on and everybody check right back in because a lot of people are like, oh, well, Shannon is gone, so I'm not. I think that everybody's going to watch to see how it goes because everybody hates Skip, but I feel like they will be locked in if it's Richard Sherman and Skip because of their previous history.
Yeah, last thing is I am interested to see what Richard Sherman's takes are other than football. I think Shannon Sharp proved his take by standing behind the Lakers and LeBron so tough. But let's get to these Braves though. We did start off kind of rocky. We lost our first series out of All-Star break, and our 28 game home run streak ended. But Matt Olson has hit more home runs than the Braves have losses. He has 30 home runs and at the time 29 losses. That is kind of crazy.
And going ahead and throw that in there. Ronald Acuna has more stolen bases than the Colorado Rockies' entire organization. Once again, this is America's favorite team's favorite team. Let's go Bravos. Once again, shout out to the Oakland Athletics. Without you, none of this would be possible.
None of it would be possible.
Wore a little green here over my heart for you guys.
Sure, that's why you wore it. But the thing that is concerning about the Braves, we lost another pitcher to the 6-week IR or whatever. The last pitcher, it was 1-0. We lost 8-1 in our last game, but it was 1-0, and then our starting pitcher went out in the second inning. Kobe Allard.
Hit more home runs. Just hit more home runs, fellas. That's all we can do. Let's try to break this record for the most home runs by organization. You know, keep your head up. God gives his strongest battles. Gives his hardest battles to his toughest fighters.
Come on, we calling on the Lord. We calling on the Lord early.
We're running the same play we run every year. Snicker already had his coming to God meeting.
Yep. That is true.
Yeah, we run it. Hey man, once again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because you're the only team that consistently acts like you have any level of common sense. And my life is a struggle right now. This is all I have.
Hey man, I told y'all. So we talk about violence. We talk about uplifting. I guess this Richard Sherman skit could be considered uplifting. And then we talk about comedy. So let's talk about these Anglo-Saxons. This is what we like to call our segment, white people shit. Although some of it looks fun, Reggie
just made this segment up.
Boy, hey, come on, bro. Hey, don't shoot yourself no bail early. We're a team. We made this segment.
That must be that Jeremiah song. That one.
So the first thing is, this is something that I guess the other one was white people shit too, with the horse training stuff, the Finnish horse. But this is something that
wait, stop. How many black people do you know from Finland, Reggie?
I don't know. How many black people you know with a stick horse?
You put 2 and 2 together. Now, I will say that this is extremely impressive before we show this video of the 4-minute 30-second beer mile in one shoe.
I don't know how you do that.
I've actually seen. I didn't physically see it, but my friend made a bet and he lost the bet and he had to do this. This is a lot more difficult than people think. Running a mile is.
Hold on, let's play the video real quick. This man he's running a mile. Ooh, he fell. And he loses his shoe and he's running a mile while drinking beer. It's called the beer mile. So you have to, I think you drink a beer every lap, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. At the end of every lap, you drink a beer and then you run another lap and you drink a beer. So at the end of this, you've run 4 laps and drank 4 beers. And I've had the pleasure of seeing my friend Rob Melvin do this very feat. It took a lot longer and it did not look nearly this good. That's how I know it's difficult. This gentleman also lost his shoe. So I'm stopping running after that first beer. I'm going to be very honest. Because if you tell me to run a lap, then chug a beer, I'm going to have to lay down. And then you're telling me that I'm going to have to do this with one shoe? Oh, no. You're not. I'm not getting paid enough money to hurt myself. And I'm going to tell you, if I run a mile with one shoe, I'm going to have one good foot and one bad foot.
I'm trying to figure out how fast he really runs a mile without chugging beer. Because a 4-minute and 30-second mile is kind of insane. And he did it while chugging beer with one shoe. So his name is Corey Belmore. He just missed the world record by 2 seconds. So apparently this happens all around the world.
His world record.
His world record by 2 seconds. Dog, I'd have threw up. Yeah. We gonna. I think he's about to. You know what I mean? But again, this is something I would have fun with. This is something I would do and have fun, like a beer mile. I mean, we do bar crawls. It's just a bar crawl sprint. Why?
This ain't no damn bar crawl, Reggie. this is a bar crawl where you actually end up crawling.
Yeah, you're hurt.
It ain't no way.
All right, so hey. Oh, well, actually, we're gonna go to this one first. I wanted to go to this one first. So this is some more white people shit. And y'all have seen this on social media. This has come up a lot with white people in bathing. So normally there was not normally, but there was something that came up where they were saying, folks said, hey, if I jump in the pool, this is from the Anglos. If I jump in the pool, I don't need to take a shower. That's one thing we saw on social media. Number two, why do you?
Time out. Let me be very clear. Let me be transparent, crystal, translucent. What I'm telling you is I want you to see. Getting in a pool is not like bathing at all. I'm going to give you a couple reasons why. If you've ever been in a pool, sometimes it's debris in the pool. Trees, limbs, leaves, etc. All of those things fall, bugs in the pool. So hopefully your shower has none of these things. Number two, chlorine. That's a chemical. Hopefully that won't be in your shower. Not at all. Thirdly, and the one that we all know to be factually true, people pee in the pool. I hope that when you shower, we do not kink shame, but in the shower, I would assume that if you're
there's a joke with the shower right there too. I mean, they already took a shower.
Get on just golden. Get on out of there. I told you to get out of there, and you still press forward anyway. Yes, I would assume that there's not like pee in your shower. Now you can continue, but I wanted to make sure that our listeners, followers, supporters, they knew that from us.
So then there's the second thing where they said on social media that why would you wash your legs? You're in the shower. You don't need to wash your legs. So this is kind of on brand, on par with this, man. The New Height Show, which is a podcast with the Kelsey brothers. They were talking about, well, we'll just let you listen to it. Hopefully they're not hating on us. And we'll just let you listen to what they're talking about when it comes to showering with shampoo or body wash.
From Aubrey Grover, and the subject line was "Help us avoid a divorce." Ooh. When showering, is it acceptable to use shampoo conditioner to wash your body? My husband is convinced that the only way to properly clean one's body is to use actual body wash. Well, Aubrey, I hate to side with the male on this one.
What? Are you serious? You've never been washing your hair and just taking the suds and wash the rest of your body?
If I want
to
wash my body, I'm using the body wash. You ever use body wash as shampoo?
Yes, so correct. I have never taken the soap, like wash my hair, and then decided to just scoop that onto the rest of my body. Never have I. Now, I will tell you, if you get in the shower and there's no more body wash, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to use that shampoo if I'm in a pinch.
Now, we've all been poor. We've all been poor now. You find something. We done been, it's steps down. And when I say poor, you didn't have to grow up in poverty, but everybody's been through a struggle to get to where you are. So you done went from soap. You just lazy.
Sometimes you forget.
You just lazy.
And you I thought I could have got a little bit more out. And I'm in a pinch right now. Now, also, let me tell y'all, I have worked for a chemical distribution company. I do know that there are very, very few differences between shampoo and actual body wash.
Yeah, but one of them differences dries your skin out like a mug. You have to put a bunch of But anyway, we won't get into that.
Wait, time out. I lotion. Hey, once I get out of the water, lotion is next, no matter what. There's never a point. I'm not one of them people who get out of the shower and then lotion immediately, or I'm a very unhappy camper. So lotion, no matter what.
So let's finish what they're saying because I'm going to point out something that I saw from here that was pretty funny.
Listen, I don't use body wash. And really, truthfully, I don't use shampoo. I wash my hair maybe once a month.
One thing that I got out of this, Aubrey Grover, is that you and your husband are white. Both of you are white.
Why?
If she's washing her body with shampoo, she's white.
If you want to be honest with yourself, you really don't need shampoo or body wash to wash your body because soap is not necessary. Everybody knows. Just go in there and rinse off. I haven't used soap on my arms, legs, feet in years. And I'm as healthy as an ox. The only things I soap on a routine basis are the hot spots.
Let's hear them.
Well, everybody knows what they are. It's the back end, the front end, and the armpits. That's it.
Hopefully they're not divorced after this.
Maybe I just alleviated the whole issue because she found out that there's men way more disgusting and irrational than her husband.
No, Lord. No, Lord. No, Lord. No. First of all, I want to contextually. This is a large human. He's a football player. One thing about football, no matter how you do it, is you practice and you sweat. You smell awful. It's you, and it's not just you. The people who you play and practice with always smell way worse.
He plays center. That means he gets hit by other 300-pound men every play. Pause if necessary.
I'm talking the stankiness and the sweatiest. See,
I
at least as a receiver, like your whole job is to keep people off of you. I don't ever want anybody to touch me. But you're still going to sweat. But this man literally has other large humans sweating directly onto him constantly. And on top of that, he's the center. So if you know anything about football, as the quarterback, you have to put your hand right there to receive the ball. And
well, he said that's a hot spot. He said he hits the hot zones. The two armpits, the front and the back.
Did you hear what he said? He said routinely. There is a difference in routinely and every day. Routinely means when I do my routine, it's a part of my routine. Every day means rain, sleet, hail, or snow. I'm going to do this. And they sound similar, but they are not, in fact, the same thing. This is nasty. This is disgusting. Thoughts and prayers to his wife. Thoughts and prayers to the bed that he sleeps in, because I know it is funky.
So there's a few things. Let me all right. So let me get my few things off right quick. One, that has to be the most putrid smelling person in the locker room by far. And he's an all pro. Jason, and it's the Kelsey brothers. So Jason and Travis. Two, we have all known now that even though they grew up in the same household, they live separate lives. I don't know what Travis got into as a child and what Jason got into. It was basketball, track, hockey, and
no, that's not what I'm talking about. What he got into, he liked, and he keep that around.
No, he liked that before he knew what that was. Have you ever been down to? So this tells me that they are truly opposite. Like he is truly on the other side. Travis, he with us. He with us. He like our culture. Jason like hockey. He like their culture. And Travis is so dumbfounded that Jason, his older brother that you grew up in the same house with, does not use soap and only uses the shampoo and says soap is unnecessary. They are, I don't know where Travis, I guess playing basketball, he went another route that includes washing your legs. Jason played hockey that went another route. Hold on, listen. Jason took another route and he decided that soap isn't unnecessary. I don't get it. That's nasty as hell.
Travis used lotion.
Yeah. Travis used cocoa butter.
In the dark. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Travis used cocoa butter. 100%. Travis is like Dirk Nowitzki. Travis has a plate that he gets taken with foil to the game every Sunday. That's what Travis is. Jason Kelsey eat pasta salad.
Because him and I think that lady are no longer together. But she clearly has rubbed off on him.
When they break up? Because he doubled back twice.
Yeah, he does because he likes that. I've been trying to tell you that this whole I like what I like. I ain't got no type. But
No,
yeah,
he
that's
does.
just.
Chocolate.
I mean, yeah. Correct. And not. Yeah, that's bro. You not showering and bathing. And this is the other part. Soap. You say soap. Okay, when you wash dishes, what do you use? Soap. When you wash your clothes, what do you use? Soap. You just can't soak dishes and then put them in. It don't make sense to me. When
You're
you wash your
assuming
car,
that he
what do you do?
You're
You
assuming.
just hose the car off?
You're
Or
assuming.
you
If
just-
he don't put soap on his body, I don't believe he put soap on his dishes. He don't. His wife probably does. He don't.
Oh, don't eat. No, no
You don't eat over there. That's why you don't eat it.
That's the reason I told y'all.
Potlucks.
That's a potluck criminal
Listen.
right there.
Listen,
Anybody who don't believe in soap is a joke.
Or a billionaire. Either way.
That do not mean that you cannot be a joke just because you no. Soap sees off.
All right, so let's talk about stealing, robbing, if you will. Comes in all shapes and sizes. When I tell y'all, robbing comes in. That's a pause. Robbing comes in all shapes and sizes. That's a pause. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. These gentlemen are in a golf shop, and my man, just plain as day, assuming, I guess he thinks it's 1940 something. There's no video cameras. And we're gonna play it. I'm not even gonna turn the sound on because it's hilarious.
I know what they're assuming. I have the complexion for protection. Nobody would ever assume me, even though I'm stuffing this large golf club.
They look so. These two men are in a golf store and they are trying to steal some putters, and they're actually stealing some putters. And the older gentleman puts the putters down his pants, and then they decide, and then they walk out. And yes, these people are Anglo-Saxon.
Just grabbing them and running out.
They not. This look like father and son. One is 80 and one is 60.
Not covert. This is just dumb. And can you not hear the camera moving? Do you hear it? Zoom, zoom, zoom. This camera moving right around, looking at you the whole time.
Also, a store. You ain't got. If you're a golf store, do you really? Why would you not have? Maybe that's how we grew up. The little beep beep, the little detectors with the barcode.
No, there's not. There, you will never go into a golf shop and then be the metal detectors because they assume that the people who come in here can afford them.
Can afford everything.
Yeah. It would. Yeah, that would be off-putting. If you walked into a golf store and they had those metal detectors up, you will probably think to yourself, "Oh, this is Brokeville." Also, while we're talking about golf support, the black golf brands we spoke about here in recently, another 9, Deuce Golf, Trap Golf, Eastside Golf,
Renegade Golf,
and Renegade Golf. Yes, this is please.
Because you ain't got to steal from them. You ain't got to steal from them.
Exactly.
Woo! But talking about stealing or robbing, let's talk about the cradle. So Larsa Pippen says she's traumatized and embarrassed by Michael Jordan.
That boy Reggie didn't come fly with me on the low. It went crazy.
She says she's traumatized and embarrassed by Michael Jordan publicly not approving of her relationship with his son, Marcus. I didn't think it was funny when Michael Jordan said that he doesn't approve of it. Larsa, I don't think he thought it was funny either. I don't think he was joking. You, ma'am, were at the birth you've seen my son be born. You were around.
No, well, I guess they had. Yeah, I guess. So.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Michael Jordan's son was born in the 90s.
I've had the unique ability to have this, not this situation, but ma'am, nobody in the group chat likes you anymore. I don't know why you're the last person to figure that out, or why you don't have enough context clues to understand that. Everybody hates you. You're a terrible human, and they all think the worst of you now. Juanita don't even like you. And we haven't even heard.
That's who I want to hear from. Well, you never gonna hear from Juanita though. I think that was in the divorce when she don't say nothing. She got half a billy and got out of there. Or quarter billy.
Everybody hates you. Everybody hates you. Now they tolerate you because of the son. And quietly they've all told the son that they don't really support it but it's your life. Do what you want to with it. But I want to be very clear to that person who was in the group chat. Everybody hates you. Everybody still hates you to this day. And I might not be talking about this, but again, I might be. Who knows?
I mean, your son is 30-something years old. There's nothing you can do about it. But
we hate you.
there's nothing you could do about it. Like, yeah, it was. That was a shot. We've been, yeah.
I don't care. You think I care? Told that person never speak to me again, bro. I do not. I will never like you. You're an awful human.
But Larsa Pippen, hey, I don't know what else to say.
Just had the song come out.
Because there's all the jokes. I'd be like, he must be knocking the bottom out of it. Blah blah blah. Well, she says Scottie Pippen was knocking the bottom out of it for 40 years, so it ain't that. Like, for however many years they was together, 4 times a night or whatever she was saying. Like, hey man, love has no eyes. That's what we can say. Assuming that this is love. I think this is just a major troll.
I did see him smoking hookah out of her brassiere.
Yes. And that is spring break activity.
She is the Van Wilder of sports. As long as you're young enough and relevant.
Oh, she's Stifler's mom. She is Stifler's mom.
Yep, that's funny because
it's stiff. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the pregame. Give us about 2-3 minutes. We're gonna make sure ain't no Chinese weather balloons, and we will be back with our Around the League edition of episode 112 with a splash cast HBCU news around the culture, news around basketball, and we got some football news or some. I guess it's football news, but everybody's mad. Everybody mad.
Or you could be like that lady at the beginning of this episode and run for your life.
Run for your... She ran. I ain't never seen that, y'all. She ran away. But we'll be right back, y'all. Appreciate it. Always remember, do what Norwood.
Like, follow, subscribe, and tell somebody about the podcast. We appreciate you guys.
We appreciate it. We'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned.